Now, solution to engineering mechanics, problem set 2.4, solution to 2.44. If you have by chance to miss to subscribe the channel, if you feel good about the contents, please do so. Now, the statement of the problem goes like this. Find the magnitude and direction of the force F. We have to find this force F to be added to the system of coplanar concurrent forces shown in figure B to maintain equilibrium. Look, there are 7 forces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 forces. 10 kilonewton, 30 kilonewton do not have Y component. I will explain why they don't have Y components. 20 kilonewton also does not have X component. I will explain in the following diagram. Let me first explain, then go for the solution. Let OC, this length, this vector OC pointing in the direction C represents a force F. Now, this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. If you project this force F, means if light is falling from this side, to explain you why I'm saying so, then from O to B will be your Y component of F, and if you drop a perpendicular from here, OA will be the X component of F. Let this angle is theta. So in this triangle OAC, right angle at A, if you take cos theta and cross multiply, you get OA is equal to F cos theta base over hypotenuse. Similarly, if you take sin theta, sine of the angle theta in this triangle and cross multiply, you get OB is equal to F sin theta. Now the question is, suppose this force F is not pointing this way and this force is horizontal, means this F is along x-axis, then your theta will be 0. So if theta is equal to 0 when the force F is horizontal, then what will be value of F cos theta and F sin theta? That is what I have explained here. If F is horizontal, that is theta is equal to 0, put theta is 0, cos 0 is 1, so OA becomes F. Put theta is equal to 0, sin 0 is 0, multiplied by F is 0, so OB is equal to 0. Means if a force is horizontal along x-axis, it doesn't have a component along y-axis. Similarly, if this force is vertical, this force is vertical, means pointing along y-axis, means theta is 90. Now, if F is vertical, implying theta is equal to 90, put theta is equal to 90 here and 90 here, you get OA is equal to 0 and OB is equal to F. So the conclusion is, if F is vertical along y-axis, its horizontal component means the component along x-axis 0 and the whole force is along a y-axis. Now we have to find a force F which is to be added to this combination of these 7 forces to maintain the system in equilibrium. Right. So let me go back quickly to the next page. So what is the conclusion? Therefore, the conclusion is only 15 kilonewton, 25 kilonewton, 50 kilonewton and 60 kilonewton will have components along x and y direction that I have shown here. This is your 15 kilonewton. This angle is given as 60. So from here to here along negative x-axis will be 15 cos 60. From here to here will be 15 sin 60 along positive y-axis. And this is given as 25 kilonewton. Remember, this is pointing this way. This angle is given as 45. So this will be 45. So from here to here will be 25 cos 45, the component of this force along negative x-axis. From here to here will be component of this 25 kilonewton along negative y-axis. Then coming back to this 50 kilonewton, this angle is given as 30. So from here to this point will be 50 cos 30, that is the component of 50 kilonewton along positive x-axis. And from here to here, that is same thing as from here to here, will be 50 sin 30, that is the component of 50 kilonewton along y-axis. Then finally we are left with another force, that is 60 kilonewton. To this side, this angle is given as 30 degree. This is in the third quadrant. So from here, if you drop a perpendicular on x-axis and a perpendicular on y-axis, from this point to this point will be 60 cos 30 along negative x-axis. From this point to this point will be 60 sin 30 along negative y-axis. Now let a force F making angle theta with positive x-axis, which when added to the 7 forces makes the system in equilibrium. That is, sum of the forces along x-axis is 0 and the sum of the forces along y-axis is 0. So I am considering force F making angle theta with positive x-axis. So I am considering a force F which is to be found out making angle theta with positive x-axis. So this will be your F cos theta and this will be your F sin theta. So we have resolved all the forces required to be split into their rectangular components along x-axis and y-axis. So sigma x is equal to 0 means sum of the forces along x-axis is 0. So F cos theta is the component of the unknown force to be found out along positive x-axis. Then plus 30, and this is given in the original diagram as this one, plus 30 along positive x-axis. Then 50 cos 30, then the component of this along this side, that is this one, 50 cos 30. Then minus 15 cos 60, this is 15. So the component of this is along the negative x-axis. So I have taken therefore minus negative 15 cos 60, 15 cos 60, then minus 10, that is already given in the original diagram. The 10 kilonewton was along negative x-axis, so that is subtracted. So minus 10, then minus 60 cos 30, that is this one from here to here along negative x-axis, minus 60 cos 30. Then this is 25, so this is 25 cos 45, pointing in the negative x direction. So minus 25 cos 45 is equal to 0. Now keep F cos theta on one side, take the rest to the right hand side and put the values of cos 30, cos 60, sin cos 30, cos 45 and put it in a scientific calculator. This comes out to be 13.83 kilonewton, right? So F cos 30 is now known, means the component of the unknown force F along a positive x direction. Similarly, sigma y is equal to 0 means sum of the forces along y-axis is 0 because that is the required condition for equilibrium. Linear equilibrium means sigma f is 0 and f has two components, fx and fy. So sigma y is equal to 0. So this is the component of the unknown force along the y-axis. Minus 20 minus 25 sin 45 plus 15 sin 60 minus 60 sin 30 minus 50 sin 30 is equal to 0. Keep f sin 30 on the left hand side, take the rest terms to the right hand side. You get 79.68 kilonewton. So your f cos theta is known, your f sin theta is known. So if you take the quotient, f sin theta over f cos theta, if f cancels, sin theta over cos theta is tan theta, and this is your value. So putting the value of f sin theta and f cos theta, right? Don't cancel, put the value. Put the value of f sin theta, put the value of f cos theta. I cancelled to show you that it is tan theta. So theta is equal to tan inverse of this. Put it in a scientific calculator. This comes out to be 80 degree, 9 minutes of arc, 11.92 seconds of arc. Now once theta is known, now from here, f sin theta was calculated to be 79.68. So theta is known. So your f is equal to sin theta comes to the right hand side, 79.68 over sin theta. Now put the value of theta, this value theta, in a scientific calculator and divide. This comes out to be 80.871 kilonewton. So this force, which when added at this angle with the positive x direction, that is in the first quadrant, will keep the system of those 7 forces in equilibrium. So this is the extra force. This is to be added to the system of 7 forces to keep it in equilibrium.